Good evening. NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball where the Jackson Center Tigers will take on the Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Speedway Lanes, and NK Telco. Thank you. Fine sponsors allow us to do this. My name is Jeff Henshin, bringing you tonight's Shelby County Athletic League and Midwest Athletic Conference matchup between the Tigers and the Cardinals. The Tigers come into tonight's game 11-7 overall. They're 5-5 in their SCAL. They had a good win on Saturday, defeating St. Henry after now going 3-4 in wins in their past 4 games. A big win Saturday against a very good St. Henry team. New Bremen 8-9 overall, 3-3 in the MAC. They've lost 2 in a row. Salina on Saturday and also to St. Henry, who Jackson Center beat on Saturday. New Bremen lost to them on Thursday. Before that, New Bremen ran off 2 wins back-to-back over Houston and Marion Local. So the Cardinals come in on a 2-game losing streak. The Tigers come in on a 1-game winning streak as we near the end of regular season. The Tigers 11-7. New Bremen 8-9. Should be an interesting matchup between these 2 squads. As we get ready now for the beginning of our ball game, we'll take a break for the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups, our keys to the game, and the opening tip, all coming up here on NK Telco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Welcome back to the nest as we prepare now to meet the officials and our starting lineups here on NK Telco Sports. As we first meet the officials, they include Daniel Furling, Challen Stewart, and Jeff Rex, the men in stripes for tonight's basketball game. Now first for the Jackson Center Tigers, their starting lineup. The starters. Number 4, Grace Pringer, 5'5" senior. Number 10, Presley Reese, a 5'9" junior, averaging 7 points. Number 14, McKinley Reichert, a 5'11" junior, averaging 14 points and 5 rebounds. Number 20, Addie Biederman, a 6' senior, averaging 8 points a game. Number 44, Macy Kluffenstein, 6'1" senior. And the head coach for the Tigers, Tiffany Brown, in her 2nd season. Her assistant coaches, Keisha Bird, and JV coach, Peyton Esser. Now for the Cardinals. Number 2, Marina Nelson, 5'7" junior, averaging 7.9 a game. And next starter is number 3, Mia Hirschfeld, 5'7" junior, averaging just over a point a game. Number 20, Mary Rindler, a 5'9" sophomore, 3.5 points a game and 6 rebounds. Number 23, Michaela Firks, a 5'10" freshman, 9.8 a game and 5 rebounds. Number 30, Chloe Homan, a 6' senior, 13.9 a game, 10 rebounds and 3 blocks. The head coach for the Cardinals is Andy Timmerman in his 3rd season, assistant coach Emily Mesher, and JV coach John Storr. Those are your starters for tonight's game. Our keys to the game tonight brought to you by Keel Pizza. For the Jackson Center Tigers, Coach Brown feels it's critical for her team to make good shot selections, also play defensive intensive with some defensive intensity, and win the board battle. Coach Timmerman, his squad, they feel they need to play active and physical, do things with a purpose, don't waste your motions, and also pursue, continue to battle, go after rebounds. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We're underway. The Tigers in the road black jerseys with orange letters, numbers trimmed in white, have the first possession, and they're facing in the Bremen defense. They're in the white jerseys, crimson numbers trimmed in gold. Nice top down as shot taken by Kulpenstein, no good. Had a good look inside. Could not get it to finish. The Cardinals come away with the 1 and done on defense. They'll go to work their first possession on offense. Ferks, 3-pointer off the mark. Each team scoreless in their first opportunity. Reichert up the court to Biederman, to Reese, who misses the baseline jumper. Offensive put back here, or chance, if you will, for the Tigers. Biederman's left-hander off the back iron, no good on a couple looks there for the Tigers in their second possession. Chloe Homan hands off now to Ferks. Bullet pass down to Rindler. Hirschfeld from 17, no good. Ferks with the rebound. Homan helps her out as she keeps possession. Reese will step in, and there'll be a held ball possession. It'll stay with New Bremen. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals. 6:23 to play in the first. A scoreless first minute and a half plus of action. Ooh. 2 Tigers run into each other. Biederman. Yeah, she ran into her teammate. They get the turnover. And Biederman is on the bench. Hopefully she's okay as her teammate, I don't know who she ran into, but her teammate's head into the face of Biederman. Into the ball game for the Tigers. D. Lichtenberg, number 34. Turnover, but the Cardinals give it back. Prenger with the basketball. Lichtenberg gets it back to Prenger. Reichert up top. Tigers 11-7 on the season as Presley Reese knocks down the 3-point basket. Her first points of the game. First points of the game for either team. A Presley Reese 3-pointer at 5:40 to play in the first quarter. Rindler. 3-point shot by Ferks, no good. Battle for the rebound. Holman and Reichert go at it. Holman wins the battle. Nelson for 3. A 31% shooter from that distance, makes her first attempt. And we have tied it up at 3 apiece, and good to see Biederman back at the scorer's table. So hopefully nothing is damaged, broken, or busted up for her. She will come back into the ball game. The next dead ball, likewise, for the Cardinals, number 32, Abby Burden will check in. 3-3, a pair of triples by each team. Presley Reese first, Marina Nelson second for the Cardinals. Bremen zone defense. Skip pass over to Reichert. Reichert, number 14, into Lichtenberg. Prenger from just inside the 3-point line, no good. Lichtenberg offensive rebound, no good. Holman comes down with Lichtenberg, missed. And the Cardinals try to find Ferks down the court. It's a bit too hot, if you will, a little bit high. Turnover Cardinals as Burden's Burton makes her first appearance. She's a 5'6" senior. And returning to the Tiger lineup is number 20, original starter, Biederman. Reese. There's Biederman with the basketball over to Prenger. Reichert, number 14, averages 14 points a game for the Tigers. Patient offense here under 4 minutes to play now in the first quarter. We've played half of a quarter. It's 3-3. Reese. Cut off at the basket. Now needs help. We'll swing it over to Reichert. Reichert pump or ball fake. 15-footer. Bit too strong. Burton with the rebound for New Bremen, and she will get off to Marina Nelson, who will walk it across the front court. Nelson averages just under 8 points a game, a 31% three-point shooter. Hit the three-pointer here a possession or so ago for the Cardinals, and there's an offensive foul on New Bremen's number 30, Chloe Holman, her first foul. Back in for the Cardinals, the freshman, number 23, Michaela Firks, replacing Hirschfeld. Biederman, the baseline runner, steps up for the angled three-point shot, misses. Loose ball rebound as Firks will maintain possession. I believe Kleffenstein had knocked it away, but Firks able to run it down. Gets in the way a bit there of Nelson, but New Bremen with the ball in possession as we go into 3 minutes to play. First quarter. Rendler, one dribble nowhere, gives off to Nelson. Burden with the basketball. Hallie Kenning into the ball game. She took out Homan as Rendler goes to the basket and gets an awkward shot kind of to drop as she was going left, had to shoot a little bit over her right shoulder, got it off the bank board. And her first 2 points for Mary Rendler. As I mentioned, Hallie Kenning into the ball game, 5'10" freshman. Biederman from inside the line, just off the front edge. Kenning with the rebound. And the Cardinals with now 2 minutes to play, first quarter, 5-3 lead. They've scored 5 unanswered. Firks will hit the three-point shot. Had the opening, stepped across the line, stepped back, reloaded, knocked down the three-pointer for her first bucket of the game. And Coach Tiffany Brown will take a precision strip timeout with 1:42 to play in the quarter. It's 8-3 New Bremen on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
1:42 to play here in the first quarter. 8-0 run for the Cardinals have forced Coach Tiffany Brown in her second season as head coach to take a 30-second timeout. And we're back underway here. It might have been a full timeout actually, but nonetheless, timeout on the court as the Tigers will try to settle down and get some offense created here on their half-court possession. Biederman spinning, cut off, offensive foul. So that's not what the Tigers had in mind. Good defense, though, by the Cardinals to pick up the first foul against Biederman and create the turnover. Bremen has scored 8 unanswered. Homan kicks out to Hirschfeld. Her shot missed. Here goes Firks with the rebound. And she will be her shot off the back iron. Her rim, no good. A couple looks for the Cards. They come up empty. Priest hit the first one on the other side of the court. hits her second of the game from the left side of the court. She now has all 6 Tiger points. And a much-needed basket for the Tigers. They cut the 5-point lead down to 2, and there's a New Bremen turnover. Back in for the Cardinals, 2 and 20. Nelson and Rindler, original starters, replacing Burden and Kenning. Reese with all 6 points will bring it into the front court. Over to Prenger. Clock running at 42 seconds. Reichert's pass deflected out of bounds by Rindler. It will stay with the Tigers in front of the Bremen student section. Reichert, a junior, will bounce it into her classmate Reese. Biederman with the basketball is one of 4 seniors on the Jackson Center squad. 20 seconds. Bullet pass into Kloffenstein, a bit too fast, out of bounds. 4 seniors on the Jackson Center squad include Grace Prenger, Addie Biederman, Carly Swaney, and Macy Kloffenstein, 4 seniors for the Tigers. The Bremen, just 1 senior, Chloe Homan, and 2, and Abby Burden. 2 seniors on the Bremen roster, Homan and Burden. 5 seconds to play. It'll be New Bremen basketball. Hirschfeld into Rindler to Homan. Shot at the buzzer will hit all 4 corners and go in. As the horn sounds, 8 minutes of action are done. New Bremen leads 10-6 here on NK Telco Sports. NK Telco Sports welcomes you back here to the Nest. My name is Jeff Henchen, bringing you high school girls basketball action between the Tigers and the Cardinals. After 1 quarter, it's New Bremen 10, Jackson Center 6. 2 3-pointers for Jackson Center by Presley Reese. Their 6 points, and for New Bremen, 4 players score. Marina Nelson, Michaela Firks, each with a 3-pointer. And Mary Rindler and Chloe Homan, each with a 2. Rindler and the Homan's basket came as the horn went off to give New Bremen their 4-point lead at 10-6. Turnover Tigers to start the second quarter. Reichert knocks it away, but it'll go back into the hands of Firks. Battle for the rebound. Prenger will be tied up with Firks. Possession will stay with New Bremen. On the alternating possession arrow. Marina Nelson, 5'7" junior guard, starts in the Bremen offense. Homan loses the handle, gets it back. Man-to-man defense for the Tigers. Weave offense up top for New Bremen. And Holman part of that mix as Nelson gave the shot fake, goes to the basket, and is fouled. Nice move by Marina Nelson, showing the basketball way above the 3-point line, and uses a spin dribble to get to the rim and draws foul against Grace Prenger, her first of the quarter for the Tigers. Nelson good on the first, 58% free throw shooter on the season. New Bremen as a team at 59% from free throw shooting percentage. Nelson with 4 points, Nelson now with 5. And those 5 have now given New Bremen a 12-6 lead. Reese to Reichert. Zone defense for New Bremen. Lichtenberg in to start the quarter. Biederman tries to squeeze it in to Reichert. Collapsing defense on the Cardinals, deflected away. Steel Cards. Ferk's in trouble. We'll find Nelson, and Nelson hit a couple free throws her last touch. Ferk stepped through, tough shot going against the grain. Rebounded by Presley Reese. She swings it over and through the hands of Biederman. Turnover Tigers. Substitution for the Cardinals. Abby Burden back in for New Bremen. Nelson with the basketball. She has 5 points to lead the Cardinals on offense. 4 different Cardinals have scored. Hirschfeld would be the 6th, and she is. 5'7" junior left open, hits the open shot. A three-pointer by her. Just a 19% shooter from that range, but hits the 15th point for the Cardinals. And now 5 scorers for New Bremen have dented the scoring column. And Reese, the only Tiger to score so far on 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Tigers have had a bit of an up-and-down season. Lost Kendall Reese to injury as Reichert battles for the missed three-pointer. McKinley Reichert, really her first touch of the ball game in scoring range. Her first 2 points for the 5'11" junior. Much needed for the Tigers. They trail now 15-8 by 7. Hirschfeld in trouble. Coach Timmerman will burn a timeout with 4:55 to play. Precision strip timeout on the court. 15-8 in favor of New Bremen here on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
15-8 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Other sponsors for tonight's game include Keyhole Pizza. They brought our keys to the game to you. Also, our player of the game at the end of this ball game will be selected by me for one of the 2 teams, and that is brought to you by NK Telco. Our stats that we bring you throughout the game, mid-game and post-game, are brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Our live view sponsor tonight is Speedway Lanes. Thank you once again to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this and live streaming this basketball game to you. And then it can also be available on demand on Facebook and YouTube at a later date, as New Bremen, after the timeout, loses the handle, and that is a turnover. So the Tigers scored the last trip with an offensive rebound basket by Reichert, have a chance for back-to-back scoring possessions after trailing 15-6. Reichert ball fake. Biederman won't pull the trigger. Presley Reese inside, able to squeeze through a couple defenders for New Bremen and use the bank board and net her 8th point of the ball game. 4 unanswered. The 9-point lead is now down to 5. Burden double teamed, held ball as Biederman got her hand on the basketball. It'll stay with New Bremen. Burden goes to the backcourt to find Marina Nelson. Under 4 minutes to play. We're halfway through the second quarter. Jackson Center trying to double team and create some headaches. And New Bremen, when they touched the ball, were out of bounds. So turnover Cardinals. So a couple kind of ugly possessions here for New Bremen. And Jackson Center now a chance to score on 3 straight possessions after falling behind by 9. Pranger bounces down to Reichert. Blocked shot, it looked like, by Kenning, and a rebound by Kenning. Good defensive play by Hallie Kenning on a pretty decent interior bounce pass to Reichert. Tough break for the Tigers. A good defensive set there for the Cardinals. Burden double teamed, able to get rid of it. Rindler is tied up by Reichert. Turnover Cardinals. The arrow will give it to the Tigers. 2-30 for New Bremen. Marina Nelson and Chloe Homan back into Andy Timmerman's lineup. Coach Timmerman in his 3rd season. Coach Tiffany Brown in her 2nd season for the Tigers. Reese as it goes through her hand. She gets it back with 3 minutes to play until halftime. It was 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. It's 15-10 now. Reese to hit her 3rd of the game. Sweet looking shot when she has time. And she now has 11 points in the game. And that is 7 unanswered. And the double team here in the half court has given New Bremen some fits. And capitalizing on the offensive end are the Tigers. There's a foul on the Tigers. I believe it was on Lichtenberg, and it is. That'll bail out the Cardinals for a second here as the pressure defense in the second quarter has come up big here for the Tigers. And they've also, like I said, capitalized on the offensive end, getting some shots to drop. New Bremen on top by 2. Holman will kick out to Hallie Kenning. Baseline jumper, tough angle, couldn't quite get the bank board. Gets her own rebound. And the turnover will go to the Tigers. Nice assist, good finish. Assist, Presley Reese. Basket, McKinley Reichert. Threaded the needle, Reichert with a good soft left-handed finish. And we have a tie game. 15 all. 2 minutes left. Homan. Ferks to the basket. Will be fouled by number 34, Dee Lichtenberg. That's her 2nd foul here back-to-back. It'll be out of bounds, New Bremen, and Klopfenstein Macy will come back in for the Tigers. 3rd team foul of the second quarter for Jackson Center. New Bremen with no team fouls with 1:54 to play in the half. Into Ferks. Ferks working against Reese. Holman now back to Ferks. Holman to Nelson. Marina steps through, couldn't get a shot off. Hirschfeld misses a shot, and New Bremen will come up with the loose ball rebound. A great box out, but no one could get after it, and ultimately it was tapped out by the Cardinals. A 9-0 run for the Tigers. New Bremen led 15-6. And that was back around 5 minutes plus. So New Bremen has not scored in about 4 minutes. The Tigers have a chance to take a lead. They led early 3-0 on a Reese triple. And that has been their last lead after the Cardinals tied it up. They went ahead. Biederman's three-pointer no good. Reichert on the offensive glass will reset for the Tigers. 65 seconds to play in the half. Reichert, lob pass down to Klopfenstein. A lot of hands. Klopfenstein makes the catch. Nice bounce pass. Klopfenstein assist. Reichert pat the basket. Give her credit for keeping the offensive rebound alive. The ending option, though, is a bucket by Reichert, her 6th point of the quarter. 17-15 lead. Holman can't answer, a little bit off balance on the attempt. So the Tigers, after being down by 9, now lead by 2. The final seconds of the first half. Prenger with the basketball. Clock running at the final 20 seconds as they'll play pitch and catch out front and probably go for what would be the last shot of the half. Down to 10. Down to 7. Down to 5. Prenger with the basketball, down to 3. Reese will fire it up. Off the glass, no good. And luckily for the Cardinals, time expired. Reichert was there for the rebound. It will not count, though, after 2 quarters of play. Jackson Center finds themselves on top 17-15 at halftime. High school girls basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
NK Telco Sports and its sponsors welcomes you back to New Bremen. We're at the Nest where the Tigers and the Cardinals are doing girls basketball. We're at halftime. Jackson Center outscores New Bremen 11-5 in the second quarter. They're currently on a 11-0 run. They trailed 15-6. And rattled off now 11 unanswered and lead by 2. First half scoring summary brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. In the first half, Jackson Center made 4 2-point shots, 3 3-point shots. They did not attempt a free throw. That was their total of 17 points. New Bremen made 2 2-pointers, 3 3-pointers, and 2 of 2 from the line. The Cardinals, 15 points. Leading scorers in the ball game, 11 for Jackson Center from Presley Reese, 6 from McKinley Reichert. Their total of 17. And for New Bremen, 5 from Marina Nelson, 3 apiece from Michaela Ferks and Mia Hirschfeld, 2 apiece from Mary Rindler and Chloe Homan, their total of 15. Those are your Grand Lake Health Systems mid-game stats as we get ready to start the second half. Your officials tonight, Challen Stewart off to the left, Daniel Frelling in the middle, and Jeff Rex to the right. The men in stripes for tonight's matchup between Shelby County Athletic League and Midwest Athletic Conference teams, Jackson Center and New Bremen respectively. My name is Jeff Henshin bringing you this contest. Jackson Center recap here, they come in 11-7, had a good win on Saturday defeating St. Henry. They've won 3 of their last 4, they're 11-7. New Bremen 8-9, they've lost 2 in a row to Salina on Saturday and to St. Henry on Thursday before beating Houston and Marion. So they're 2-2, but have lost 2 in a row. Again, they're 8-9 on the season. They will have the ball to start the third quarter. Mia Hirschfeld, wearing number 3, will inbounds the basketball as the Cardinals will face man-to-man defense by the Tigers. We're underway. Kenning to Hirschfeld. As Ferks was almost held up, gets rid of it. Kenning with the basketball. Nelson steps through off the glass, can't get it to drop. Klovenstein had it, but put it right in grasp of Rindler. She will be tied up, but it's a possession that will favor Jackson Center. They'll keep possession, keep the rebound. And starting in the second half, I noticed Hallie Kenning in the lineup, and I do not see Chloe Homan for the Cardinals at this moment. Reese skips it over to Pringer. As I mentioned earlier, Jackson Center on an 11-0 run. They trailed 15-6. And I'm thinking that was back with 5+ minutes to play. So New Bremen has been on a scoring drought. And in that time, Jackson Center has scored all 11 of their second quarter points unanswered. And a chance to grow the 2-point lead with the basket or points in this possession. Reichert from 15 fakes it. And then the shot will drop. Reichert picking up the pace here after going scoreless in the first quarter. 8 points now in the ball game. 13 unanswered for the Tigers. They have a 4-point lead. Rindler, tough shot again, going to the left, shooting it back to the right. Whistle on a foul on the Tigers. That'll be on number 20. Biederman with the second foul. And Rindler will miss the first of 2. Rindler makes 1 of 2. She now has 3 points. And the first points for the Cardinals in a while. So they'll score around the 6:15 mark. After a 13-0 run by the Tigers. Good pass again. Reichert misses though, and her offensive stick back is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Reichert won't miss many of those on the first look, but she battles. And her second attempt blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Jackson Center. Reichert strong. Loose ball, battle for the rebound into the hands of Presley Reese. Shot blocked by Kenny, and it'll stay with Jackson Center. Blocked shot, but again, another look here for the Tigers. They've had a couple 2-3 looks. Reichert one dribble, nowhere. Finds Reese up top, who will reset the Tiger offense against the Bremen zone defense. Pringer with the basketball. Biederman, the baseline runner in the zone offense. Pringer into Reichert. Off the glass and in. 10 points now for Reichert. A long possession comes up with points for the Tigers. They go back up by 5, 21-16. Kenning tries to feed Rindler, deflected by Reichert into the hands of Kenning. She goes to the basket, can't get a shot off. Stripped away by Presley Reese. Reese will fire it up to Biederman. Tigers a 5-point lead. A bucket here will give them their biggest of the game. Just under 4:20 to play in the third quarter. Clevenstein bounces down to Reichert. Boy, Reichert's found a niche against this New Bremen defense. About right place, right time. Her teammates have been able to feed her the basketball. Coach Timmerman will take a timeout with 4:01 to play in the third quarter. New Bremen now trails 16-23 on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
NK Telco Sports is pleased to bring you high school basketball here at the Nest. 23-16. Jackson Center has opened up their biggest lead of the game now to 7 on the basket by Reichert, her 6th point of the third quarter. She had 6 in the second quarter. Was really not involved in the offense so much in the first quarter. I don't even recall her really touching the basketball in scoring position. But here in the second quarter and third quarter, the Tigers, I should say, have broken down the Bremen zone defense, and she's been a beneficiary of some good bounce passing, but she's put herself in a good spot to catch and score. She now has a dozen. Her teammate Presley Reese and classmate has 11, and that has been the Jackson Center scoring 2 players. Nelson will bring it across the front court. Big possession now coming up for the Cardinals. They have scored just 2 points in about 8 minutes of game action. I think their last points were back, again, maybe around 5-minute mark of the second quarter. They've gone the final 5 of the second quarter and scored their first bucket with about 6:15 to play here in the third quarter. So just a couple points. And also a reason why now the Cardinals find themselves down by 7. Chloe Holman not on the court and not on the bench, so that will not help the Cardinal comeback. Bounce pass into Kenning off the mark and into the hands of the Tigers. Biederman down to Reichert, down to Klovenstein. It finishes with the bounce pass, and someone else besides Reese and Reichert score, and that's Macy Klovenstein. Now 16-25. Nelson cut off and knocked away. Loose ball, whistle. It'll stay with New Bremen on the tie-up. Firks will re-enter for Mia Hirschfeld. Michaela Firks hit a 3-pointer back in the first quarter for her 3 points. Cardinals could use some offense here with just under 3 minutes to play in the third. 25-16, the Cards trail the Tigers. This is this is Firks. Gets some space, can't get a shot off. Kenning back to Firks. Reese right on Firks, not giving her any room as Burden will splash a triple. Much needed offense for the Cardinals, and they get 3 points from Abby Burden, one of 2 seniors on the squad. She's a 27% three-point shooter on the season, and that was a big one, cutting the deficit now 19-25. Reese, though, responds back. Her 4th three-pointer of the night. Add a 2-point shot in there. She has 14. And the lead goes right back to 9, 19-28. Boy, Firks almost has to be careful swinging the elbow. You can pivot, you can't throw them. As Reese will pick up the foul. Her first foul. And also the second foul of the quarter for the Tigers. So New Bremen basketball underneath. Burden, who hit the 3-pointer the last possession for the Cards, will get into Rindler. Good thing Biederman got it deflected, or it looked like Rindler was going to have a good catch and chance to score. Deflection caused Rindler to go out a little bit further deeper to get it. Firks able to get it back. This time feed Rindler, get it around Biederman. And on the second attempt, she is fouled. So a chance here for Mary Rindler to get some points. She's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Those were earlier here in the third quarter. She has 3 points in the ball game and big free throws here with 1:42 in the third. And the first of 2 is good. She's now 2 for 3 on the night and 4 points. Rindler good on both. 3 for 4 from the line. 5 points. 21-28 now the score in favor of Jackson Center as Reese will walk it across and swing it over to Prenger. Zone defense for the Cardinals. Jackson Center has been very patient and used some good interior ball movement and cutting on the backside to find some open players for some very high percentage shots. Reese with the basketball now as we, again, very patient here. There's no hurry are the Tigers with 1 minute and 10 seconds to play third quarter. Nine-point lead has been the biggest for the Tigers. They currently sit at 7. We go under a minute to play, and they seem very content to let New Bremen sit in the zone. And we'll see once if New Bremen will go to man or at least extend the zone a little bit. Down to 40 seconds. Skip pass, or the swing it to Klovenstein as Biederman won't get the assist. Good heads up play. Looked like Biederman was just dribbling up top. She slung it down to Klovenstein, who missed the bucket but got the offensive rebound and a foul in her second attempt. She has 2 points in the ball game. Those were here in the third quarter. 2 free throws for the 6'1" senior. She gets the first of 2, her third point. That makes the score 21-29. Free throws off the mark. Nelson with the rebound. Clock running at 24. Nelson will walk it across the timeline. 8-point deficit facing the Cardinals. Fergs cut off, tough shot, goes down, can't get the rebound. Prenger with it, down to 10. Reese gets it at 7. Reese shot is taken and there's a whistle and she is fouled with 3 seconds to play. Reese finding a crease and also picking up the foul on the way to the basket. Kenny in her first foul for the Cardinals. 2 free throws for Reese. She has not attempted free throws yet tonight. She makes good on her first. 15 points in the game. She got the Tigers off to a good start with 2 threes in the first quarter, and then the Tigers went scoreless for a long time until they lit fire late in the second quarter to start, at that time, 11-0 run. As the shot at the buzzer is no good after 3 quarters of action here at New Bremen. Jackson Center has opened it up now by 10 points. They lead 31-21. We'll come back with fourth quarter action here on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
31-28 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Grand Lake Health Systems mid-game stats in the third quarter. Jackson Center outscored New Bremen 14-6. Jackson Center in that third quarter made 4 two-pointers, 1 three-pointer, and they were 3 of 4 from the free throw line for their total of 14. New Bremen in the third, 0 two-point shots made, 1 three-pointer. They were 3 of 4 from the line for their total of 6 points. As we are ready to start the final 8 minutes of action here at New Bremen. Jackson Center on top by 10, looking for their 12th win of the season. As they will start on offense. Presley Reese has had a great game with 16 points. Prenger as New Bremen man-to-man now on defense as Tigers take advantage of it. And Reese goes to the basket and draws a foul on Hirschfeld. Reese 2 for 2 on the night from the free throw line. Those were just late in the third quarter. A chance to add to her 16 points. There's point 17. 11-point lead now for the Tigers against the Cards. Make it 12. Good start to the fourth quarter for Jackson Center, getting free throws. There's a nice backdoor cut. Burden lost a handle, turnover Cards. Tigers with the basketball and a 12-point lead. Pranger, good ball movement. Reichert lost the handle, regains. It hits a turnaround without the glass. 14 points now, matching her jersey number and her season average at 14. And also a 14-point Tiger lead. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with New Bremen. Cardinals need to find an answer here offensively. Deflected by Biederman, stolen by Biederman. Turnover Cards. Pranger, her pass though is stolen back by Firks. Firks though will be fouled right away, so will not get the layup attempt. Instead it'll be foul on Grace Pranger, her second, and out of bounds New Bremen on the first foul of the quarter for the Tigers. Nelson with the basketball as we cross over the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Nelson trying to find a crease and some shooting or opening that they can get a shot off. Firks will take it to the basket. Tough shot, but she makes it. Her 5th point. And that was a tough shot, kind of going out of bounds, but yet hitting the baseline jumper without glass. Her 5th point of the night. Back to a 12-point deficit now, but good ball movement. This time, Kloffenstein finishes that Biederman can get the assist. Good passing as New Bremen tries to pick up the pressure. Burden for three, deep three-pointer, her second of the game. Timeout by Coach Timmerman with 6:15 to play in the ball game. Precision strip timeout on the court. Jackson Center leads 37-26.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Jeff Henson here tonight bringing you this high school girls basketball game. The Bremen's trying to make a comeback. They've got a little bit of time left to do it with 6:15 in the ball game. Need to get some offensive shots that they just got from Burden, a deep three, and then get some defensive stops now on the other end to cut into this what is now 11-point Tiger lead. Jackson Center as of late has been very good passing the basketball against New Bremen. As New Bremen somewhat has been gambling and putting some pressure on, Jackson Center has been able to move the ball, find the open receiver, and get some very high percentage shots. As Jackson Center, see once if they try to take some time off the clock. Just under 6 minutes to go. A long time to play for the most part, so Jackson Center can't shut down their scoring just yet. Biederman for three, off the front edge, no good. Hirschfeld, key defensive rebound. Big possession for New Bremen. Burden hit one there just moments ago. Back to back. And Burden, her third triple of the game. Now has New Bremen back to within 8. Big possession for the Cardinals as they get points, and they'll try to go back now on defense and force an empty possession on the Tigers. Biederman, left-hander, goes left, misses the shot. Reichert with the rebound. Lichtefeld, no good. Biederman backside rebound, no good. Foul on Reichert, and a little bit of momentum playing now for the Cardinals. They get a foul on Reichert, her second, team's second of the quarter. Multiple looks there for Jackson Center. Cannot dent the scoring column. And a chance here for New Bremen to cut into this 8-point lead. They trailed by as many as 14. Burden has hit a couple three-pointers here as of late. Rindler, block shot by Biederman, will stay with New Bremen. Burden has made 3 3-pointers here in the second half. 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Reichert will pick up her third foul. Ball out of bounds, Cardinals. Burden 10 bounds for New Bremen. Bounce into Rindler. Tough shot for Rindler. Couldn't find the hoop and it goes off the mark. Prenger with the rebound. Being guarded by Firks. And a foul on Firks. That'll help Prenger there. His pressure defense a little bit too much. Michaela Firks, her first foul. Team's second of the quarter. Reichert into Reese. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 8-point Tiger lead. Man-to-man defense for New Bremen. Biederman, 15 feet, no good. Burden runs it down. Nelson, three-pointer, no good. Lichtenberg, a key rebound. Good job of blocking out there by D. Lichtenberg to secure the rebound. Biederman going left, left-handed shot will not drop. A couple good looks for the Tigers have come up empty. Nelson, Burden hit 1, he's hit 2. Will try for 3 from that spot. Rindler, offensive board. And getting fouled is Burden from the 15-foot line. So New Bremen remaining active and keeping their hopes alive, if you will, getting some missed opportunities for the Tigers on the offensive end. And New Bremen a chance now to score with the clock stopped on free throws from Abby Burden, an 83% shooter on the season. Makes good of it. She now has 7 points in the quarter and 10 in the game. Klovenstein back in for the Tigers and in for New Bremen, Kenny. Free throw here would cut it to 6. And it does. Burden with 8 in the quarter, 11 in the game. 6-point Jackson Center lead. Presley Reese to the basket, no good. And it will stay with the Tigers with 3:42 to play in the ball game. 37-31. Coach Brown will take a timeout with 3:42 left. Precision strip timeout on the court. You're watching high school basketball with the score 37-31 in favor of Jackson Center on NK Telco Sports.
Crown, your hometown global leader in the material handling industry, named one of America's best in-state employers of 2023 by Forbes magazine, has positions available in engineering, marketing, sales, IT, and more. We offer a full range of employee benefits, competitive wages, advancement opportunities, and ongoing training. Join our growing team of 18,000 plus employees. Visit crown.jobs and apply today, or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Welcome back to the Nest here on NK Telco Sports. New Bremen has outscored Jackson Center 10-2 since early in the fourth quarter. They trailed at one point 35-21. Cardinals now trail 37-31, a 10-2 run. Much of that coming through Abby Burden, who has scored 8 points in the fourth quarter. Michaela Firks also chipped in with a deuce on that comeback trail as the Cardinals fighting to hang in there. They trail by 6. Jackson Center will get it inbounds. Clock starts now at 3:40 And we'll see once now how quickly the offense of Tigers goes to work, or if they will somewhat try to kill some clock. Nearly a steal as a pass maybe a little late to Reese. Gave Hirschfeld a chance to recover, knock it away, but not able to come up with it. Reese will inbounds again. Grace Prenger will bring it up top, and the coach Timmerman asking for some pressure defense, trying to force a turnover. And Bremen with 2 fouls in the quarter, so they can play aggressive and try to create steals, as they will right here. Good play by Ferks, creating a rare turnover against Reichert. Rindler comes back in for New Bremen. Another big possession as we approach the final 3 minutes. A 6-point lead for the Tigers. A 10-2 run for the Cardinals. Ferks muscles in, tough shot, can't get it to drop. Rindler battles, flips it, and Reese with a rebound and nearly got called for the elbow. So a missed chance here for New Bremen. And they're going to get another chance here as pressure defense has caused another Jackson Center turnover. Abby Biederman back in for Jackson Center. Biederman playing with 3 fouls. Burden over to Ferks. Cut off, trying to find Rindler, can't. Reichert steps into the passing lane. Reese will get the basketball. Coach Brown will burn her 3rd timeout with 2:21 to play. We'll keep it right here, a precision strip timeout on the court. Score remains 37-31. It is a 30-second timeout. We'd like to remind you other sponsors for these games include Carriage Works, Chill-Tex, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Again, thank you to those sponsors that allow us to bring you high school basketball tonight. Jackson Center in town to play New Bremen. The Tigers do, a 6-point lead against the Cardinals. 2 timeouts for each team left. New Bremen with just 2 fouls, so if they can't get steals at some point, they'll have to foul. Nice pick and roll basket. Reichert assists Biederman. Tough to stop. 8-point lead now for the Tigers, and Reese, not a bad decision as it's just the 3rd foul of the quarter, so will not be shooting opportunity with 2:03 left. Reese picks up her 2nd foul to go along with 18 points. Burden 2 for 2. I'm sorry, that was their 5th foul, or they're over the bonus. I apologize. So it is free throws. As a miss, though, for Burden, as Jackson Center really doesn't want to foul New Bremen now. Although Burden can't connect on the first, she'll try for the 2nd. And she does nail down the 2nd. 3 for 4 from the line. Kenning comes in for Burden for the defensive pressure and size. Burden will sit down with 12 points. Tigers win bounds to Biederman. New Bremen with just 2 fouls. Prenger with a basketball. Here comes New Bremen up, but they won't trap just yet. Biederman now with the basketball. 7-point lead, 32-39. And getting a foul on Reese will be the Cardinals trying to draw the charge. It goes against Mary Rindler. She fouls Presley Reese. Reese 4 for 4 on the night, currently sitting at 18 points. Five for 5 from the line, 19 points. 1 minute, 46 seconds to play. And Reese continues to shoot very well. 6 for 6 from the line. 20 points for number 10. Came in averaging 7, so well above her season average. Burden in trouble, finds a teammate. Tigers not giving New Bremen any open looks. Hirschfeld, baseline drive. Rindler will be fouled, and that's not what Coach Brown needed. Reichert commits the foul, her 4th. 1, 2, 3, 1 minute, 23 seconds left to play in the ball game. Rindler, 5'9" sophomore, 3 for 4 tonight from the line. Make it 4 for 5. Rindler comes in averaging at 3.5 points a game. She has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the contest. Won't get 0.7, rebounded by Reichert. 33-41. Reichert will try to keep. No, she gives it up to Prenger. Now over to Reese. Reichert now, as it looks like the Tigers will play keep away. And they will foul Reichert with 1 minute, 2 seconds. 8-point lead for the Tigers. Team 4th, so New Bremen will have to foul again. Biederman to inbounds for Jackson Center. They find Reichert. And Reichert keeps the clock running. Clock now down to 45 as they'll foul Prenger and force the 5'5" senior to go to the line for her first free throws of the night with 45 seconds to play. 33-41, 8-point lead for Jackson Center. Prenger. Good on the first. Makes it a 9-point game as Jackson Center has shot the free throws very well. Did not shoot any in the first half and have shot 10 in the second half, making 9. So that's been a big chunk of their offense. They lead now 43-33. Nelson over to Hirschfeld, a little bit high. Turnover into Bremen with just 30 seconds. Jackson Center is going to pick up the win here. They'll go to 12-7 on the season. And Bremen will drop their 3rd straight. They'll drop to 8-10. Tight defense in the backcourt. Biederman will get it and advance it into the front court. Prenger now with it. Keep away, it looks like, for the Cardinals. And Coach Timmerman has called off the heat. Jackson Center 43, New Bremen 33. As the final seconds wind down here at New Bremen. And that is the final buzzer. Your final score, once again, Jackson Center 43, New Bremen 33. So I'll take a short break, come right back to wrap things up here from New Bremen on NK Telco Sports.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth.
Get NK Telco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NK-TELCO today.
Welcome back to New Bremen, where the Jackson Center Tigers and New Bremen Cardinals have battled here in girls basketball. The Tigers come out on top, 43-33, a 10-point win. With our Grand Lake Health Systems wrap up, things went like this for New Bremen. They finished tonight making 3 two-point shots. They made a total of 6 3-point shots. And free throw shooting, they were a total of 9 of 12 from the free throw line were the Cardinals. That totals up to be 33 for New Bremen. For Jackson Center in the ball game, they made 8 two-point shots, 4 three-pointers, and were a very good 9 of 10 from the foul line, all those coming in the second half. Those are your Grand Lake Health Systems team stats, individual scoring for New Bremen. Marina Nelson finishes with 5. Mia Hirschfeld, 3. Mary Rindler, 6. Michaela Ferks, 5. 2 from Chloe Homan. 12 from Abby Burden, all in the second half. In fact, she had 3, 6, 8, 9 in the fourth quarter. That is her total of 33. For Jackson Center, 20 points from Presley Reese, 16 from McKinley Reichert, 5 from Macy Kluffenstein, 2 from Grace Pranger, their total of 43. Once again, thank you to Grand Lake Health Systems, our post-game stats. Before we sign off tonight, we'd like to announce our NK Telco Player of the Game, and that award tonight is going to go to Jackson Center's number 10, 5'9" junior, Presley Reese. She finishes with 20 points on the night, made 3 three-pointers, had a 2-pointer, and was also perfect 6 for 6 on the night from the free throw line. Congratulations to Presley Reese, our NK Telco Player of the Game. That will conclude things here at New Bremen. I would like to thank our director, Austin Ambergy. I am Jeff Henshin. Your final score, Jackson Center 43, New Bremen 33. Hope you enjoyed this telecast, and thank you for watching here on NK Telco Sports.